Hi, and welcome to Diversity of Thought, another business snippet presented by Mountain Ridge Consulting. My name is TJ Plyler, President of Mountain Ridge Consulting, and I'll be your host. Let's start by talking about perspective. It's how we see and interpret the people and world around us. It's our range of mental vision. It's the ability to view things in their true relationships and relative importance. The bigger your perspective, the better you understand and relate to the people and world around you. So, where does our perspective come from? It goes back to the age-old philosophical debate of nature versus nurture. Nature is our genetic inheritance, race, personality, which can be measured by assessments. Nurture is everything else: socioeconomic background, access to healthcare, education, finances, family experiences. How do the adults and your siblings treat each other in the house? How do you deal with conflict and problems? Social media, TV, movies, and the news. And we know that these are built around conflict and drama to drive viewership. So they may not be the best examples of how we should treat each other in our personal lives. And lastly, all of our other life experiences. So it's both nature and nurture that interact to create our unique perspectives. Basically, our nature and nurture becomes the filter of the world for us. It becomes our reality. And so, why do I care? Because my perspective influences how I interpret and engage or react to situations in everyday life. It's why people interpret the same situation differently. It determines how I value situations and interactions. It determines if I respond, react, or disengage. It determines what I see as my choices, and more importantly, what I don't see as my choices or opportunities, so it can limit or hold me back. I can grow my perspective to better understand the people and world around me. By understanding the spectrum of personalities, I can learn how to communicate better with others. And I can develop more emotional tools to better respond to situations versus react. And that can be measured with EQ tools. So let's take a look at a couple of assessments that help us understand our nature. First is the DISC behaviors, and it's the how of what you do. They're observable. So I can interact with someone and begin to develop what their profile looks like. It can help us enhance communications. It tells us how an individual deals with problems and challenges. How do they try to influence others to their point of view? How do they deal with the pace of change in their life? And how do they respond to procedures and constraints? Next is the driving forces motivators. It's the why of what you do, but they can be hidden. It's not always easy to understand what motivates someone, but once we understand it, they can help us drive engagement and even fulfillment for individuals. They help us understand more about how we value knowledge, utility, our surroundings, others, power, and methodologies. So hopefully this has piqued your interest. And if you want to learn more about personality assessments and how they can help you understand and grow your perspective, contact me, TJ Plyler, Mountain Ridge Consulting, 314-968-3127, or tj@mountainridgeconsulting.com. And thanks for your time.